Peace and blessings. Happy Wednesday. Wednesday is the day that is governed by Mercury, and Mercury went direct yesterday and is now completing the final stages of its retrograde shadow in Gemini and is turning direct. So, Mercury at the 16th degree of Gemini. Mercury is the planet that governs our thinking, our minds, how we perceive reality, and then how we perceive reality is the thing that creates our reality. There is this in quantum physics, there's this idea that because the witnesser is witnessing something, that makes it real. So perception is like that. It's like wherever you put your perceptive skills, your energy, you're going to create a reality because you're looking at it, because you are sending your energy towards it, and the energy, like light or water, will grow the thing you're putting your energy and attention on. This is Mercury in Gemini. Perception, what your mind, you're feeling, you feel something, you think something, and then that thing that you think and feel magnetizes into your immediate experience. And that can be true with anything. Like, you can create anything. There is this idea, and I do it a lot myself. I talk about we are creating our reality. And yes, what we are creating it in some form of fashion, but really what we're doing is revealing it. It's already there. Nothing is new here on the planet. And we created what it is that we wanted to be doing before we got here. So in order for us to have various experiences, say for instance, you want to have the experience of being a mother or having a child, and you don't have that already. That reality exists somewhere. What you have to do is create the environment in your consciousness for that reality to be born. If you want to experience extraordinary wealth, that reality already exists. Anything you desire, it already exists. All you need to do is create the environment in your own consciousness so that reality can then materialize, so that you can meet it. It's almost as if, I think of it like double Dutch jumping, right? And if you're double Dutch jumping, you got to just know when the timing is for you to jump in so that you can have the greatest success at this experience called double Dutch. Or those revolving doors that when you're going into, like, it makes me think of the revolving doors in Macy's in New York, right? And it's just moving and moving and moving. And you have to know when to get in so that you can go from one side to the next. This is how, there's a movie called Sliding Doors that Gwyneth Paltrow is in. This is how we really create our reality. We have to perceive within ourselves what it is that we are wanting to experience. And then if we can hold that perception for as long as possible, the universe has to match it with what it is that we desire. So Mercury has been retrograde for the last 3 weeks, is now going direct in its shadow. So the opportunity is to just look at your life and see the stories that have been coming up for you. The cat is gonna see the stories that have been coming up for you, that have been distracting you. And are you ready? This is my aunt, and she wants to knock over the camera. Are you ready to change that story? Are you ready to perceive a new reality? So if you look at what are the things in Gemini that have been really getting your attention. So I know for me, my old stories were just clamoring for my attention. Old stories around money, old stories around belonging, old stories around sex, old stories around my body, old stories around race and blackness and all of that. All of those things have been really present for me in my reality right now. Go on. And I have been looking at them to give myself a new identity around it, stop it. She bite. She bit me. To tell myself, stop! To tell myself a new story. And this new story with Mercury retrograde will get implanted into your perception, into your feeling body, so that you can then perceive a new reality. You can perceive a reality of health. You can perceive a reality of love. You can perceive a reality of joy. You can perceive a reality of peace and harmony. You can perceive a new reality based upon your willingness to look at the stories that you've been telling yourself and create a new one. But you have to be responsible. You have to literally understand that you are the creator of your reality. And your reality is this. This is your reality, your body, your mind, your spirit. So if you're experiencing things that are undesirable, you have to ask, where am I creating that within myself? And then begin to do the work to remove those stories so that you can perceive a new reality. The moon today, when I just checked, was at the 15th degree of Sagittarius. And Sagittarius is about allowing yourself to have an adventure, to be in a foreign way of being. And so literally this new mind, this new thinking, this new perceived reality is a foreign experience. And so I looked at the moon, it was at 15 degrees of Sag. And 15 degrees means resistance. You will meet resistance. Resistance is when you are, walking down the street and all of a sudden it starts to rain and you're like, oh, what do I do now? So you have to make a new choice. You have to decide if you're going to have the rain make you decide to go home. I'm sorry, let me get her to go that way. Let the rain make you decide to go home, or if you're going to, decide to run underneath a tree and let the rain pass for a while, or will you just keep going and decide that, will you keep going and decide, go get it? Will you keep going and decide that the rain doesn't matter? You're going to continue on and you're going to just let the resistance fall away and that the water doesn't hurt, and you're going to allow yourself to be watered. But you did have to make another choice. Resistance is when you meet an opposition, you meet another experience that you didn't anticipate, and then you have to do something different. So this is what this Mercury retrograde is all about. And the sun is now in Cancer. So you are taking care of yourself in new ways, giving yourself new energy, new choices, new thoughts, new stories that will allow you to be this new person that is emerging. So as Mercury completes its retrograde cycle, it will be in the shadow until July 7th. And so between now and July 7th, you want to really be looking at these experiences with Mercury retrograde, these stories, and really give yourself an opportunity to deeply align yourself with a new pattern, right? So for me, one of my new patterns is I have always been really at odds with my body. I was a marathon runner. I've been somebody who's done a lot of fasting and all that sort of stuff, but it was all about being at war with my body. It was all about, I don't want to be fat and, I don't feel good and my body doesn't look good. And so what I'm doing is I'm really just coming in with a new story and being like, every day I practice self-love. I touch my body, I put oils, I rub, I massage, I do work around my endocrine system, I do dry brushing to really love my body, to remind myself that this body is my temple and that it has been good to me and it has always been good to me. I've been working on breathing and doing a lot of breath work so that in my intimate sexual experiences, I can access more pleasure. I've been offering myself the opportunity to play more. All of this is coming out of this Mercury retrograde energy and me needing to have a new relationship with my body, because the years that I was marathon running and the years that I was doing all this exercise and all, it was all because of some sort of self-hatred. It was all because of I didn't feel beautiful. I didn't feel valuable. I didn't feel like I was healthy enough or could be healthy enough. And so now I'm giving thanks and releasing that old story and stepping into a new way of being. So what new way of being are you stepping into around your life, right? Maybe you have a new money story. Maybe you have a new relationship story. Maybe you're creating a new story around your family. What new story are you creating that is going to allow you to be renewed, to be a new person? So with that, use this moon. Stop it. Gosh, use this energy with Mercury at the 16th degree, unity, right? It's like unifying yourself to a new story, unifying yourself to a new way of being, new thoughts, new processes of loving yourself. And with the moon in Sagittarius, when you meet resistance, because whenever we take on something new, we always meet resistance. Because the old fights for its life. So when you meet resistance, just make a decision to love yourself through it. All right. Peace and blessings. I'm the Moon Mama. Have a beautiful day. Oh, I'm sorry. The Jupiter retrograde link is ready. You can sign up for that. The Jupiter retrograde class is about activating your wheel of fortune. It's so significant that we begin to understand that we are born with a gift, with genius, with a fortune that is ours, that no one else can tap into. And if you don't tap into it in this lifetime, you'll come back and come for the next lifetime to tap into it. But this energy is to access your genius and your expanded nature. And I will be offering the rituals, the tools, and the practices to help you look at what you have already done. That what are you doing with your genius? Are you telling a story that you're not capable? Are you telling stories of unworthiness or lack that would have you not feel like you can create the life that you desire, that you can create the wealth, the health, all of that? It's important to understand that our wheel of fortune is not just money. It's health, it's friendship, it's love, it's family, community. It's what we're doing, it's our work, it's everything. And so if this class resonates with you, it's going to be going from now until October 17th. And we're going to be working the rituals to access our deep, deep luck, expansion, faith within ourselves to be who the divine created us to be. You can find it in my link tree, and we're going to be doing this work. We also have Pluto retrograde, which is about accessing power. We also have the class, so the Pluto retrograde class is there. It's about accessing power. The Saturn retrograde class is there, and it is about accessing your authentic identity, like who you really are. So if these classes interest you, you can sign up for them in my link tree and do the rituals, and you will open up portals for new energies to come for you to be a new person. Okay, peace and blessings. I'm the Moon Mama. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.